Hi. We're flying to Israel tomorrow on a home visit, sort of. Not that I've ever felt like it was home since I was a kid. I knew I would not be leaving there. Um, okay. For those of you who don't know, Israel is in sort of a state of war in the past couple of days. Something between the Jews, the Palestinians, the Israeli Arabs. Everything's just going nuts there. And there's a ton of missiles and rockets shooting everywhere. Um, this is basically a full blown civil war. And it's friggin' scary to take a child and a baby to this war zone. Even though we know it's kind of going to be safe because we're going to be in a safe spot in Israel, it's not easy for us to do this, and there's been so much trouble and problems and issues in the past couple of days. And my daughter just told me that she was scared that we were gonna get blown. And you know, this is one of the reasons I left Israel, so that I would never have to think that my kids can get blown up by a rocket. And now this is exactly what I'm facing. I don't know. I mean, it's so hard to think about it, about taking my children there. All day long, I was like half in tears and half in stress. I'm not sure exactly how I was, but it probably projected outside. And I'm not happy about this, but we have to go, because if we're not going to go now, we're never going to go again. I mean, not never, but for at least a couple of years, I think we won't be able to make it to Israel, because we are going to move to the other side of the world, and there is no direct flight to Israel from there, and there is not confinement, what's it called? Quarantine. There's quarantine in both sides. So right now, Israel is one side, there's 10 days there. On the other side, in Asia where we're moving, it'll be somewhere between 14 and 21 days. It's just not something we can handle, especially with a non-direct flight and everything. So we have to do this. I really want to see my family. I haven't seen my family in about a year and a half. I haven't seen my friends. I don't know. I am so frustrated and I'm so scared and I'm so nervous. And I'm not sure how I'm doing in general. I hope we can get some sleep tonight. At some point today, we had a bit of a fright because we got a message that our flight is going to be diverted to the other airport in Israel, which is way south. It's like 4 hours by car from the one we were supposed to land in, which is very close to where we're going to be. And we were afraid that we're going to have to get on a bus after the flight and, drive for another 4, 5, 6 hours before we get to the other airport, and from there we'll have to take a taxi to the apartment. And that was like, I seriously started crying at that point. And we sat down, we thought about it, we said, okay, we're going to make a fun trip out of it, because we have to be positive for the kids. Because if we're scared and if we're frustrated, then they'll be the same. So we decided it's going to be a fun trip. In the end, my husband got a message that we're going to the normal airport after all, which was it was a relief. Another fright we had was only 3 PCR results came back, and we're 4 people. So my daughter didn't get her PCR test results. And we were really scared that it won't arrive on time because it's a holiday here in France today. And we were planning for contingencies. What can we do? If we can, I don't know, go get another test somewhere. Is there a place to do a test on in the airport? I don't know. In the end, the test results arrived, and we're going to the normal airport. So everything should be fine. It should be fine. It will be fine. I know it'll be fine. I hope it will be fine. I feel like the universe is telling me not to go, but I have to go. I have to go. I have to go. I hope it'll be fine. That's it. It'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. Yeah. Wish me luck.